Nick Dadamio back with you this Friday. I hope that the past week's been successful for you. Mine has been. I got to go back to Raleigh and visit my mom, celebrated her 90th birthday. We had 30 Dadamios invade Raleigh, and hopefully that city's recovered. Appreciate everybody that got a chance to go to Raleigh. Meant the world to my mom. So let's get to it today. Let me hit you with a truth you might not want to hear right now. If you're not prospecting today, you're borrowing stress from your future. And if you're feeling stuck right now, pipeline thin, deals are dragging, confidence is shaky, it's not because you forgot how to sell. It's because prospecting became optional. And when prospecting becomes optional, your freedom disappears. I've been in sales for over 40 years. I've had seasons where I was on top, president's clubs, the leaderboard, and I've had seasons where I hit a wall. And when I hit that wall, you know what I stopped doing first? Prospecting. I didn't stop because I was lazy. I stopped because I was discouraged. And discouragement makes you hide in busy work. So today, I'm going to give you a simple prospecting reset you can run every week. And I'm going to show you how to engage prospects without sounding desperate and how to follow up without being the just checking in person. If you do this, you'll rebuild momentum, and momentum rebuilds belief. Let's get honest. Most experienced sellers don't avoid prospecting because they don't know how. They avoid it because rejection hits their confidence. The last quarter didn't go their way. They feel like they're starting over again, and they hate the feeling of chasing. So they tell themselves, I'll prospect when I have more time. I'll do it after I clear out my emails. I'll do it when this deal closes. And that sounds harmless enough until 60 to 90 days later, you're staring at a calendar that's empty. Prospecting is not a task, it's an identity. Purpose-led top performers don't try to prospect. They protect it like it's rent. Here's my rule. Prospecting happens daily, no exceptions. Not because we love it, because we love what it produces. And what it produces is simple. Options, leverage, confidence. When you have options, you stop begging deals to close. When you have leverage, you lead the process. And when you have confidence, you show up differently. That's the difference between quota chasing and purpose-led performance. Now let's get tactical. I want you prospecting in 3 different lanes. Lane number 1, warm. These are past customers, old opportunities, people you've talked to but never reconnected with, accounts you've lost but respect. Here's a script idea. Hey, John, quick note, saw that you guys are expanding. It reminded me of our last conversation about the growth goals you're going through. Curious, what's changed since we last spoke? Warm is powerful because the trust is already there. You're just reopening the door. Lane number 2, target. Pick 10 to 20 accounts that actually fit your ideal buyer profile. Not random, not spray and pray. Then engage with relevance. A trigger, like they're hiring, expanding, come out with a new product, opening a new location, or they got funding. A hypothesis, I'm guessing this creates X challenge. A question is that showing up for you? The goal is not to pitch. The goal is to start a conversation that makes sense. Lane number 3, social. This is where LinkedIn and short form content become prospecting. Here's the key. Don't post to impress. Post to signal. I work with sellers who feel stuck. Here's the fix. If you want the framework, comment or DM me. You're not just creating content, you're creating conversation starters. Now, how do you engage without being annoying? You use what I call the 5-point touch pattern. Number 1, view. View their profile. Yeah, that matters. 2, like. Like something recent they've posted. 3, comment on that post with something real, not great post. And message them with relevance. 5, email or call with a specific reason. Most sellers will skip steps 1 through 3 and go straight to pitching. And that's why they get ignored. The point of steps 1 through 3 is simple. You're becoming familiar before you ask for time. Now let's talk follow-up, because this is where deals die. If your follow-up sounds like this, just checking in, bumping this up to the top of the email, any updates? You're putting pressure on them to respond without giving them a reason to respond. Here are 5 follow-up angles you can rotate. Number 1, the progress follow-up. Quick note, where are you in the decision process on this? It's simple, clear, and respectful. Number 2, the value follow-up. I thought this might help. Here's a 30-second idea on how to solve your pain point. Want me to show you how others are doing it? Number 3, the clarifying follow-up. Last time we spoke, you said this was a priority. Is this still priority number 1, or has something shifted? Number 4, the timing follow-up. Are we looking at a decision in this quarter, or is this more of a third quarter conversation? And finally, number 5, the breakup follow-up. Totally okay if the timing isn't right. Should I close the loop for now, or would you prefer me to circle back to you April 1st, say? The last one is magic, because it creates a decision without being needy. If you want this to be simple, here's a weekly rhythm. Daily, 30 to 45 minutes minimum. 5 warm touches, 5 targeted touches, and 5 follow-ups. That's 15 intentional touches a day. Not spam, not activity, intentional touches. Twice per week, 45 to 60 minutes, a deeper outreach block, calls and personalized emails. Once a week, review your numbers, conversations held, meetings set, pipeline created, because clarity creates confidence. Let me say something as your mentor for a second. When you prospect consistently, you stop negotiating with your emotions. You stop saying, I don't feel like it, not in the mood, I'll do it tomorrow. And you start saying, I'm a professional, I'm building momentum, I trust this process. That shift, identity before outcomes, that's what separates the people who stay stuck from the people who get back to the top. If this resonates with you and you're ready to rebuild your pipeline the right way, here's what I want you to do. Subscribe. Subscribe to the channel because every week I'm going to give you some simple frameworks you can run immediately. Number 2, join one of my free webinars. I'll leave the link below because I'll walk you through my proven trust the process system to go from stuck and frustrated to purpose-led top performer. And listen, don't wait until you feel ready. Prospecting is what makes you ready. Subscribe, grab the webinar seat, and I'll see you there. Until next Friday, we'll talk to you later and have a great week. This is Nick Dadamio. Bye-bye.